Hi, welcome back to the Find Your Fire podcast. I'm Dom. Nice to meet you if this is the first time you're seeing this. Now, before I go any further, before I start, the reason I'm holding this mic is because when it's down here on the table, the sound isn't very good. It's not a very good mic, so I have to hold it. There's a blue light on it. It might be distracting. But as you'll notice, if you've watched any of my videos, if you follow me anywhere else on any other social media, I kind of just go with the flow. So what you see is what you get with me. A normal guy who's really found my passion in helping people with the confidence. It's as simple as that. I want to talk today about frustrations, getting frustrated because of a lack of confidence. Now, I'll tell you a little story of before I found my confidence, before I found my fire, I should say. I do love that, Find Your Fire. It's pretty awesome. Obviously, I didn't make it up. There's other things around with Find Your Fire. But I think I've adopted it and I want to keep it. I hope that's okay. So, when I was younger, I was full of confidence. And over time, something, I'm not too sure. I had a bit of an aha moment actually today. So, when I say get frustrated, simple things like before SatNav was as good as it is. You know, you'd be driving around or you'd be walking about somewhere, you're not sure where something is, and you need to ask directions, you need to ask where this place is that you want to get to. I wouldn't do that. I'd be lost for hours trying to figure out where to go because I didn't have the confidence to go speak to somebody, basically. And I didn't realise where it came from until today. And I was listening to an audio book, which I do all the time anyway. And this aha moment came, and it was like, you dig deep and think about things. Where's it gone wrong? And it wasn't something bad per se. So I used to go. Me, my little brother and sister. We used to go a lot of places with my granddad. Right? He's not with us anymore. God bless him. But when we were younger, we went everywhere with him. He took us to caravan holidays. He just took us everywhere. But he had a very bad temper when it came to driving a car. You know, you get road rage really bad. And every time we were out, I'd always sat in the front because I was the oldest. And every single time we were out, we needed to ask somebody where to go. But this is what, 25 years ago? I don't think there was sat-navs then. And if there was, he wouldn't have used one anyway because he was old school. But he'd always get me to ask people where it was. And each time felt more and more uncomfortable with it. Now, I didn't realise that because I was only young. And time went on and, you know, I eventually moved to Spain and kind of maybe forgot about that. Didn't really think about it ever again. You know, and when I went to Spain, I was very confident. I hit, well, I was like 15. And, you know, I grew up there and I was full of confidence. Everything I did, everything I was about was all just way I was all out there. And for some reason, that changed as well. I started to dislike talking to people, meeting new people, and the frustration started kicking in. And it got me more frustrated because I was frustrated at myself, and I would take it out on friends and family, and you just generally get angry because you can't do the thing you want to do because of a lack of confidence. And especially when you was a confident person before. Now, you may not think that you're a confident person, but I can guarantee that you are. I can guarantee the confidence is in there. And that's why you get frustrated, because you know it's in there. There's a lot of people, gurus, coaches, whatever you want to call them. So I don't like to call myself a guru or a coach. I'm just a normal guy who's suffered with confidence, frustrations, and worked hard and got through it. And that's why I want to help people. That's why I put together my course. That's why I wrote an ebook, and it's why I'm doing this podcast. I'm sure there is people out there that will relate to me. You know, I'm not sitting in a suit. I've not got the best of gear to set up this podcast. You know, the lighting's not too bad. The camera's the wrong way around. I can't figure out how to turn it round. So that's my right hand, but it's opposite on my screen. But the point is, I'm there to help people because I know I've been there. You know, and something sounds so silly about not being able to ask directions or speak to people is a real thing, man. It really is. What else you'll notice as well with me is I've got nothing written down, and I do that because I like to just go with the flow. So if I go off subject and I go and start speaking about something different, and I don't go back to what I was saying, feel free to leave a comment, ask a question, or say, look, hey, you donut, you didn't finish what you were talking about, and I'll happily do another video, or I'll comment and I'll message you back. I like to keep it natural. I like to just be myself, go with the flow, and I am a bit of a donut, and it is what it is. But that's who I am. So yeah, you're feeling frustrated. It's horrible. It is horrible, and it can be a small thing or it can be a massive thing. But even when it's a small thing, it feels massive. And I think the more you get frustrated, the more the confidence levels drop. Because then you start questioning yourself, start overthinking it. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? What is actually going on with me? What is wrong with me? And until you figure it out, it's bloody difficult. Now I've been very lucky. So I like I said, I started in this online journey. I was in affiliate marketing, and that's where I started having to take selfies and stuff to post onto social media, and I was like, whoa, this is horrible. But over time it got better, and then I met some great people, got some mentors, and had a lot of help, where now I'm quite happy to just press record and start speaking and blab on and rattle on and maybe confuse people sometimes because I do talk rubbish. But yeah, so I wanted to do this podcast ages ago. It's so long ago, and the camera on my computer is terrible, so I managed to switch that off. My lovely missus bought me a webcam for my birthday, and then I thought I better get a mic because the sound was a bit crap as well. I don't know if it's any better, but it looks good, doesn't it? I've got a mic, it's got a blue light. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about how can you get past them frustrations. Now, what I found is obviously the more you do something, the more confident you get. Now, that's obvious. But I think, have a think about what you do all the time in everyday life. So if it's in your job, if it's a hobby that you do, something simple, if it's riding a bike. Right, we'll use that as an example. So we all get on a bike when we're a kid. You get stabilizers on it so you can't fall. Then one stabilizer comes off, then the other stabilizer comes off. Before you know it, your parent, your grandparent, your carer, whoever it is, teaching you how to ride the bike, will let go of the back and off you go. You maybe fall a few times, but you get back up, and there's the confidence. So you can't say you've not got any confidence in you unless you can't ride a bike. Pick something different. Swimming, running, walking, even walking. You don't think about these things because it's an everyday, it's something you do every day, isn't it? But the confidence is there. So if you can think to yourself, right, okay, I've learned how to do that and now I'm doing this every day, maybe I can put that into something else. Maybe it is you want to start an online business, or you want to do videos, you want to start a YouTube channel, or get on TikTok, or anything else like that. You can use that, have that in your mind, right, I am confident because I can do this. And I've done it all so many times that I'm now quite good at it. Now, use that to focus on and move forward. Because if you constantly tell yourself you can't do something, then you never do it. Never, ever, ever. And it's easy to say, yeah, just do it and keep doing it. But I think little things like this just help. I've watched so many videos over the past year and a half. Excuse me. And they help. They really help because you're getting other people's perspectives on quite a broad subject. I think confidence. I think that's why my focus is confidence and getting on the camera, because doing this, it does something to your mindset in general, whether it's for an online business or it isn't. It's irrelevant. Just doing these, it's great fun, and when people actually comment back and when people are watching it Now, I don't have a lot of views and I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but like this is what, episode 4, maybe 5, not too sure. Was it Mr. Beast said do 100 videos, when you get to your 101st video, then you might actually go somewhere with it. But if I've got 14 subscribers and one of them people, one subscriber gets a little bit of value from it, a little bit of help, and they go off and do the thing they want to do that they're not confident about, then that for me is a win. That's a win-win situation. I'm not here to get 1 million followers and make millions off YouTube. That isn't my goal at all. My goal is to help you with your confidence and hopefully get you in front of the camera. See, the good thing is, if you do watch these and, you know, let's say you went and had a look at my course or my ebook, there's ways that because I've done quite a lot now. There's ways that I can show you how you can build an online business if that's what you want to do going forward. So, you know, it can open up doors. Just doing a simple video can open up doors. It's very, very surreal sometimes. Now, this all came about because I was basically trying to become rich and leave my 9 to 5. But when you get realistic about things, you know, not everything you see and hear online is true, for starters. And a lot of it takes a lot of work. And then it's the same with your confidence, and it's the same with any business, and it's the same with anything in life. You've got to work at it to be able to get it. The good thing is, I've done it the hard way, so I can help you do it the easy way. And there is an easy way. There really is. You know, you need to dig deep, maybe bring up some demons that you've never thought about for a long time, or you've forgotten about. Like the simple thing with my granddad going about with his road rage and asking for directions. One time it was in France. He's like, go and ask them for directions. I'm like, we're in France. I don't speak French. You know, I'm like 10-year-old. I don't even think I did French in school at that point. So yeah, I forgot about all that until I really dug deep and was like, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And there's quite a few more stories I could tell you of where my confidence has been knocked and why. And I don't want to bore you. You know what I mean? I don't want to just keep going around about myself. Obviously, I want you to get you to know me a little bit better. And I do apologise if the screen just shook. I've just banged the table that the computer's on. So, again, not very professional, I know, but it is what it is. I'm sure by now, if you don't like this, you're not watching it anymore. So if you are still watching, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. What I would say is I've got a Facebook group, right? And there's 70, 80 people in there. And what it's for is it's a community of people that struggle with the confidence, people that want to do video content. I'm always going live in there, doing videos like this as well. Just the little tips and tricks. Because I do quite a lot of videos of walking about, especially when I'm out with the dog, so I'll do reels and things like that, and my TikTok videos. You'll notice if you go on there, there's quite a lot of dark ones because I go to work at like 5:30 in the morning. It's pitch black in Scotland at the minute. So they're quite dark, and I'm in my high-vis like jacket, and I just talk. And it's funny, because they're the ones that seem to do better. It's like people relate to the normal kind of people. You know, you can chat GPT. I spoke about this the other day. I put a short up. I'm not sure if anyone's seen it. But, you know, you can put into it, how do you boost your confidence? And it gives you all these ideas, you know, self-care, be around positive people, don't think negatively. Which is okay, but, you know, it's not emotion, it's not a real person, is it? And I've noticed a lot of people who are in my kind of niche, who are, you know, confidence coaches, helping people, life coaches, are using that and just copy and pasting it. Now, I could quite easily come in here and say, you need to go to the gym, you need to eat healthy, love yourself. But that's not getting down to the nitty gritty and the problems that's caused it in the first place. Now, until you find the problem, what caused it, the person, the job, the people, whatever it may be, something, a trauma that's happened in your life, you're going to struggle to move forward, I think. And that's just my opinion. That's how it's worked that way for me. So I'm hoping that I'm not the only person that believes this. Going back to the bike, you have got confidence in there, and you are a confident person. You've just got to find it again. And that's what I'm all about. That's what I want to do for you. I want to help you find your confidence and go and do the things you want to do. Because especially now in this day and age, the way the world is, like, I don't watch the news. Obviously I hear it every now and then on the radio. And it's never good, is it? It's never good news. For me personally, my opinion is, if you want to start being happier in general, just don't watch the news. Because you're never going to get anything that's going to make you smile. It's all going to make you sad. And you don't need that in your life. I think confidence maybe starts with happiness and being grateful for the things you've got and not overthinking. I could rattle on for hours, but obviously I want to separate this into a few more episodes in the podcast. So we can't just right, we've just fixed you. That's it. Bye now. Thanks for watching the podcast. That was the last ever episode. But like I say, dig deep first. Figure out who or what has caused the lack of confidence, and then go from there. By all means, I've got an ebook, and it's basically the written form of my course that I put together. Now, the course itself isn't very expensive. It's there. The only reason it isn't free, right? Because I've been asked this question: you want to help people? Why are you not giving it out for free? Well, I've worked really hard on it, for starters. There's like 20 odd videos in there with a couple of bonuses, and I don't think people appreciate things when they're free. Now I've had loads of free things, videos, webinars, books, ebooks, and you don't appreciate it as much until you pay for it. Now, I'm not selling it. I'm not trying to sell you my course at all. Just saying why it's not free, and you get more value from something if you really believe in it, for starters. And if you paid a little bit, then you're going to put the time and the energy into it because you paid for it. If something's free, you kind of just scope through it, have a look, and maybe not put your all. You maybe won't be like, I'm going to listen to what this guy's got to say. It's free, so maybe it isn't that good. Excuse me, I'm getting a bit of a cold. So yeah, the course itself, I'm basically giving it through this in small snippets. It's all about digging deep, finding out what the problem is, and then there's like steps in there on if you want to go on and create video content on how to basically get there, without overthinking and worrying about what other people are going to think. There's so many barriers you need to break to be able to build your confidence up. There's loads of barriers. If you can do one at a time, then that confidence is going to grow anyway. Now, I super appreciate you watching this. I hope you're still here. And please subscribe. That'll be amazing. If it's over there or over there, not too sure because my camera's the wrong way around. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more of these. I do a lot of shorts. I put a lot of shorts up just half the time I'm walking about. It might be like a motivational morning thing. I might just talk about my day because I tend to do that quite a lot. Quite a lot happens in my day sometimes. It's sometimes quite funny. And what I will say is, though, I will obviously leave everything in the description at the bottom, and if there's anything you want me to talk about in the podcast, if you want to jump on the podcast with me, that'd be amazing. Feel free to reach out, and we can have a little chat to and fro. Maybe you've yourself have gone through all this and you've now found your fire and you're confident. If that's you, then feel free to let me know, and we'll jump on this and we'll do this together. And we can have a chat. We can talk about how you got where you are and what you did, and maybe there's another coach or something that you used, and we can talk about that, because it doesn't really matter if you get the help from me or you get the help from somebody else. It matters that you got the help and you know where you are. So yeah, that'd be cool. If you want to do that, drop me a message and we'll get on that straight away. That'll be fantastic. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. I'm literally up at 3:30 in the morning anyway, and I'll stay up all night if you want me to, just to do that. I think that'll be super cool. But obviously, if you are lacking in confidence and you feel like you need a bit of a helping hand, then honestly, don't bite. Send me a message. We'll have a little chat, and I'm not going to try and sell you anything. I'm not going to say, look, here's my course. That'll fix all your problems. Because maybe just one conversation might be it. That might be just, you might be nearly there, but there's just a little chat that you need to have, a conversation that you need to have, and that just pushes you over the line. So yeah, this is wide open. It's wide open for everybody, I think. And they say in the online business world, don't try and please everybody. I'm not trying to please everybody, but I know everyone's in different areas, different parts of their life where you might be confident, you just need that extra shove, or you are super confident and that'd be just great to get you on this podcast. Just to show that, not us normal people get the help and want to help others. Simple as that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Do appreciate it. Watch out for the next one. They're quite spread out. There's no set day that I'm recording these at the minute. I'm kind of just going for once a week if I can. If I get any spare time, I'll maybe record one and post it the week after. But also, I've got my audio podcast. If you're out on the go, with your phone, it's on Spotify, Audible. It's just Dom Ray Find Your Fire. Like everything, all my social media is basically Dom Ray Find Your Fire. And that's how you can find me anywhere. If you use one specific, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is you prefer, I'm on them. Even LinkedIn now. I'm even on that. But, there's another thing that people will always say, don't do too much. You'll get overwhelmed. But say at the end of the day, once you get going and you record one video, you can then post it everywhere. And more people are getting eyes on what you want to do. But that's another conversation. That's for the future, if that's what is something you want to do, obviously. So I'll stop rattling on. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've got something from it. Like I say, let me know in the comments if there's something you want me to talk about. If you disagree with anything that I say, I really don't mind. We can quite happily have a debate and a chat. Maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. It's open. It's open. This is an open book. Yeah, thanks for listening, and I shall see you in the next one.